The opposition India Bloc is holding a key meeting in the national capital, marking its first formal gathering in several months. TVK, or the Tamilaga Vettri Kazhagam of Tamil Nadu, has decided not to participate in the India Alliance meeting scheduled for today. The DMK is also not expected to attend this meeting, meaning that no major political party from Tamil Nadu will be represented at this gathering. Jharkhand's Chief Minister Hemant Soren has also skipped this meeting. Instead, the JMM leadership has deputed Sarfaraz Ahmed to represent the party at the opposition bloc gathering. Political observers point out that several regional parties associated with the India bloc have faced electoral setbacks after aligning with the coalition. These include the Aam Aadmi Party, Trinamool Congress, Rashtriya Janata Dal, DMK, Shiv Sena, NCP, Sharad Pawar faction and left parties. Adding to the concerns, parties like the Aam Aadmi Party, the DMK and the Shiv Sena Uddhav Bal Thackeray faction are also reportedly staying away from the Delhi meeting. The developments are likely to fuel a debate over the unity and the future direction of the India alliance ahead of upcoming political battles. Now, this meeting comes in the wake of recent assembly elections in 4 states and the Union Territory of Puducherry, results that dealt a big setback to this opposition alliance. The BJP, which will seek a 4th consecutive term at the centre in 2029, secured a historic victory in West Bengal for the first time and retained Assam for a 3rd straight term. Now, according to reports, the meeting has been convened at the request of the Trinamool Congress, which suffered a major setback after losing power in West Bengal following 15 years in office and is now grappling with internal dissent. We have my colleague Brijesh Pandey now joining us on the phone line. Brijesh, an important meeting, a crisis meeting, so to speak, isn't it? And the crisis doesn't seem to end for the India bloc because, this meeting is marked as much by the people over there than by the people who are not there.
Well, I think, it's an important meeting for India bloc, but the fact of the matter is that India bloc is also staring at, a massive crisis, a massive political crisis, because, certain key political parties which fall in the big fulcrum of India alliance, parties like DMK, they've completely disassociated themselves from India alliance. We have also seen Aam Aadmi Party staying away. And the third important component of India alliance, which was Mamata Banerjee, whose party, Trinamool, whose insistence this particular meeting was called, is facing perhaps one of the biggest political crises, because defeat of TMC in West Bengal was part A. Now what is happening is part B and C is unfolding, which is literally trying to shake the very foundation on which Mamata Banerjee's TMC was built. Out of 29, approximately 17 to 18 MPs are missing in action, and if you look at the fact that the 2 meetings which were called by Mamata Banerjee, which was supposed to be seen as a show of strength in West Bengal, less than 12 or 15 people joined, and out of which 4, 5 were a member of parliament and 6, 7 were the member of legislative assembly. Thereby, it's clearly hinting at the fact that it's a question of just when is a TMC going to break down at the center. So this is India alliance right now, if you see, is facing perhaps one of the biggest crises. Though this meeting is also being termed as to strategize about the monsoon session, strategize about how this current the entire paper leak thing which has happened and all. But I think, if you look at the political fortunes of both India alliance and India alliance, I think right now India alliance is on a major upswing, winning spectacular victories both in Bihar as well as in the state of West Bengal, which they have been fighting for a very long time. So I think right now India alliance is facing an extreme existential crisis, both from outside by the expanding footprints of the NDA, and also from an implosion of sorts within, where DMK has now said that they don't want to be part of anything and accusing Congress of backstabbing it.
Brijesh, the only question is what is the kind of concrete outcome can you see coming out of it? And more importantly, there are parties which are not over there. Do you see them, huddling together again eventually? Because there needs to be a strategy for 2029, if not anything else.
Well, I think, if you look at the entire, the way, this assembly elections in 5 states have happened, I think it is advantage Congress party. If you look at a pure brass tacks as far as India Alliance is concerned, because, there were several thorns as far as Rahul Gandhi's narration was concerned. All of that has been removed by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Mamata Banerjee, Aam Aadmi Party were mostly in unison, and they would call the shots as far as how the India Alliance would function. Most of the time, they would strike a discordant note as far as as far as what Congress is thinking and a couple of other major political parties in thinking. Their view was completely opposite to that. Now, after this assembly election in West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee is right now at its nadir of her political fortune, and this has made the task of Congress party a lot more easier. For the first time, we have seen Congress taking 3-4 political calls, which has raised hope for the Congress party. First, ditching DMK and siding with the TVK in Tamil Nadu. We have also seen the way they have decided their political affairs in Karnataka and also in state of Kerala, and there's also a churn in the state of Rajasthan, which saw a mutiny by pilot. So I think the Congress for the first time is also taking certain strong political decisions, which is going to amplify its impact further in the India Alliance. And given the fact that most of these regional parties which are going down the drain as far as taking on BJP is concerned, I think the biggest beneficiary of this is going to be the Congress party.
Fair enough. That Brijesh Pandey there joining us with the latest on the big